video about how I was an extra and also a day player for a student film. Because who knows, maybe some of you are into that kind of thing. So over the summer I remembered that I like acting, to which I guess the obvious response is, Jill, how did you forget? The upshot of this amazing revelation, which came as a surprise to no one except me, apparently, was that I joined Star Now and looked for, things which were happening near me, which I might want to do. I don't really have free evenings at the moment to do, theatre, maybe next year. But I do have annual leave days and the odd weekend day. Turned out in September there was a film which was shooting in a theme park for a day in the butt end of England, and they were looking for vaguely local people to be extras. Paid job too. Minimum wage, but paid. Plus travel expenses. I could do that, I thought. Sounds like fun. So I applied and they said, sure, come along. And so I went and I filmed and I got paid. And so at some point you may spot me in the background of a short film, which will be coming out at a point in the future. I'll let you know when I know. In fact, I even said a line. I mean, it was a line about candy floss, so I wouldn't get too excited, but still, said a line. During my one day as an extra, I learned that if you want to be an extra and want to make a career out of it, you can apparently do that. There was a lady on set and she was making a second career out of being background artist. And there was also a guy who used to be a stuntman and had decided to become an extra to get back into that business that we call show. But the lady was telling me it's pretty difficult to be a full-time background artist because it's all on very short notice, things get moved around a lot, most stuff is in London, and it's not terribly regular work. Oh, and you don't necessarily get paid very much either. The thing is, there aren't that many barriers to entry to being an extra, which means that if you're an extra and actually reasonably good at it, then people kind of want to hire you. There are 3 no negotiation requirements. Show up on time, do as you're bid, don't over-egg it. Because if you over-egg it, you'll never make it into the movie. For an example of this, you need to watch the 1999 version of The Mummy. And there's a particular scene where there's a plague of flies. And if you watch it and you notice that there are some unusually thick, completely face and body obscuring clusters of flies, well, that is apparently because a couple of the extras got a little bit over-enthused. It wasn't my first time in a film, but it was my first time being in a film which had a full crew, as opposed to everybody doing all the jobs. And it was definitely an education, and I would definitely do it again. And so, flushed with success, I applied for a student project and got an unpaid job as an emergency broadcast newsreader in a short film about alien invasion. And if you think about it, emergency broadcast newsreader is basically the perfect job for me because I already have lots of experience of standing in front of a green screen trying to sound authoritative. And speaking of standing in front of a green screen trying to sound authoritative, I think that Reddit or somewhere might have got a hold of my logical fallacies video because I've had a lot of new comments there recently. Like a lot. So here are some of the things which I learned as an extra which might be helpful to you if you're thinking of becoming one. 1. Be on time. Actually, don't be on time. Be early. Because you might get to the right general area on time and then find that you have to book it down to the other end of the beach or street or theme park or whatever. And, you don't want to arrive all sweaty and gross. 2. Pay close attention to wardrobe requests if there are any and, follow them. If it says bright colours, bring bright colours. If it says no black, no black. If you're not sure, just bring a couple of options. And also, prioritize comfortable shoes. Seriously. 3. Be nice. The best case scenario is that you work with people and they like you so much that they want to hire you again for lots of other things. Even in the worst case scenario, you're still going to have to spend at least several solid hours with this group of people. Be nice. Be polite. Be accommodating. Be the kind of person that other people enjoy working with, is basically what I'm going for here. Do unto others and all that jazz. 4. Listen. Film shoots have a lot going on. It is generally better to be shh and to listen very carefully to all instructions. You can ask for clarification of the instructions if absolutely necessary, but if it was, can you go over and stand by that pole please? The answer is yes, not where. The first assistant director is not your babysitter, no matter how much they might feel like it at points during the day. So make their job easy. Shh, listen. And then do what you're asked. 5. Don't overdo it. Really though, subtle. And listen to the director. They know what they want, it's their baby. Try to give them what it is that they want. In particular, if you're more used to acting in plays, just dial it dial it right back. 6. Wear sunscreen. If you're gonna be outside, bring a hat, sunglasses, a coat, whatever you think you might need for the weather. You're gonna be doing a lot of standing around, so you don't want to be doing it while you're cold and miserable, or hot and miserable. And you especially don't want to like faint in front of everybody because that's just embarrassing. 7. It's work. Act like it. Even if you're not getting paid, but especially if you are, it's work. If you're holding the production up, it's costing someone a lot of money. Don't do that. In conclusion, is being an extra fun? Yes. Will you get rich from doing it? Probably not. Will it involve a lot of standing around? Yes. But I've done it. I had a great time doing it, and I would probably do it again, so make of that what you will. If you have been an extra, or especially if you make your living as an extra, please leave a comment below with your best tips, because I would really like to read them. Thank you to my patrons who make all of my videos possible, and I will see you all next time.